been quite worried with some of the young players you've seen? Because obviously there's going to be some form of regeneration you've got to do.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit this year and more in years to come. But Oren Stevenson was really good. He's probably not our future, but he looks pretty good for the present. And of the young guys, I could keep reeling them off. We got what we needed out of tonight, which was some extended match practice. Tested a few things against real opposition. But the most important thing was to have a look at some of our younger players. And I know it wasn't the highest standard of footy, but they looked pretty capable.
Has it been tough over the pre-season deciding what your best team might be this year?
Oh yeah, but that's always an evolving thing. When we sat down and had a look at that 6 months before round one last year, it looked very different to the side we came up with for the last game. So there's competition for spots, there's no doubt about that. We're looking for young players to step up, and we're trying to find ways to provide them with opportunity. But we think we're in the fortunate position where we'll be able to play young players who deserve it.
You touched on it before, Chris, but what were you expecting of Stevenson to come round one?
Oh, we drafted him because we thought he was capable of playing AFL footy. We haven't decided exactly what our sort of ruck setup will look like, but on the evidence tonight, he looks capable of holding down a position in the ruck for at least half a game against reasonable opposition. So he couldn't take massive steps forward tonight, but I think he took a few small steps forward.
What you've seen during the pre-season and tonight, would you be comfortable throwing him up against the Sandlands in round one?
Oh, well, gee, that's a big step, but it's possible. As I said, we drafted him because we thought he could play AFL footy. He's a long way from being a certainty from round one, but he has a chance. Yeah, so that went to plan. We were only going to play him for the first game, and he didn't get a lot of the ball, but he looks pretty exciting when he does get near it. So he's probably been a little bit overhyped, Billy. It's about his 10th game in 2 years. So we like his training form. He didn't look out of place tonight, but he's got a very long way to go before he can command a spot in our best 22.
Hogan's a guy that documented troubles last year. He really was special in that first game.
Yeah, he can win the ball. Yeah, he's got some attributes that we like in Geelong players. He's a contested player. He's a really good stoppage player. He's played 20 games of AFL footy in a pretty good team, so he's very capable at the level. He's just got to keep taking steps forward so that he can somehow push out one of the well-credentialed players that was in the side at the end of last year.
What's been your message to Stephen Bollock as to what he might be able to achieve this year?
Oh, that's a bit private, Steve. We think he can be a good player. On the evidence tonight, you'd probably see the talent that he's got. But in terms of our expectations and what we want of him this year, that's something that I'll wait to elaborate on until he's played a bit more AFL footy.
Will you take a lot of kids to Metricon next week?
Yeah, that's the plan. We haven't sat down and nutted out the exact squad yet, but we'll bring a couple of experienced players back, hopefully. I said early this week that we would play some players and we wouldn't play others, and things changed a little bit. So I hope you don't take me completely at my word. I'm being honest as it sits today, but we're hopeful that Cowan and Christensen would come back, and most of the young guys that played today, we'd like to think would back up, but we can't squeeze them all in. With the 2 and 2, it makes it tough. So we'll do the best we can to give some opportunity to those young guys, but we do need to start getting some game time into the older blokes.
You feel pretty confident you'll be close to your best by the time you get round one?
Yep.
In terms of availability and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I do. I'd love to have Menzel and Vardy and Varco ready. Doesn't look like, I guarantee they won't make the line for round one, but all the others are well and truly in the frame. So in terms of personnel, we're in pretty good shape. And so far, everyone's played the game time that we planned. So unless the plan's wrong, I'm really confident we're in good shape.
You mentioned 2 and 2. What did you think of it? Made it pretty difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to judge based on 2 20-minute halves, but it was really hot. made it very, very difficult for the side coming up against fresh opposition. But the jury's way out on 2-2, and hopefully we don't have to discuss it too many times this year.